So it looks like Harold has gas pains, Bill gets his axe together, and I'm going to show you how to make a boat trailer out of a couple of stolen bicycles.
And now let's hear it for the host with the most, well, in terms of facial hair anyway, the star of the Red Green Show, Mr. Red Green!
Thank you very much, and thank you for mentioning my beard there, Harold. I take it that was just jealousy on your part?
No. The beard's your thing, I don't want any part of it. This is my thing.
Well, I think that makes us even. Anyway, we had a bit of excitement up at the lodge this week. Moose Thompson decided he wanted to go water skiing. The only problem being we don't really have a boat powerful enough to get Moose up.
Neither does the Navy. Moose is bigger than an ox.
Well, physically, yes. Mentally, it's too close to call. So Moose figured he got to find another way to go water skiing. So he decided he'd go out and find a lake with a hill in it.
Correct. Excuse me, but I don't think you're going to find a lake with a hill in it. There's no such thing.
Well, what's a waterfall, Harold? So Moose went water skiing over Rocky Reef Falls.
Oh, that's an excellent choice. Rocky Reef Falls, excellent choice. Because people say, you know, that where the water falls into that pond, they say it's bottomless, so.
Yeah, well, according to Moose, those reports are exaggerated. In fact, the collision almost made Moose bottomless. But when he regained consciousness in the recovery room, he saw some of that surgical tubing hanging on the wall there, and that gave him an idea.
2 ideas in one day, that doesn't sound like Moose to me.
Well, I blame the concussion. So what he did was, he managed to steal about 100 feet of that tubing, and he hid it in his belly button. He told him he was an outie. It's a beautiful morning of a beautiful day. There's dew in the meadow while others dew on the hay. Good morning to the sparrow, good morning to the dove. Good morning to the men as we sit down for supper. Oh, for gosh sakes, I slept in. This week on Handyman Corner, we're going to show you how you can use one type of transportation to transport another type of transportation without actually transposing the one All right, what I'm talking about here is moving your boat, you know, like a trailer type of thing. But, of course, you don't necessarily need a trailer because the easiest way to lead a boat to water is just to throw the pig into your van. All right, you might want to check that the van's empty first. Might have your camping equipment in there, or in this case, a chandelier that I promised my wife I'd take back to the store. Okay, boat trailers. Now, boat trailers come in all sizes. You might have a real small boat trailer, or you might have a real big boat trailer. This one here, we could just fill this up with water and go canoeing right in the trailer itself. But maybe some of you don't have $2,000 to spend on a trailer. So what I suggest is you get one of them trailer spare tires, and then you just cruise the highways looking for an abandoned trailer with a flat. You not only get a trailer out of that, you get yourself usually a half-decent boat and motor, and once you file off the serial numbers, you can have yourself a nice summer. But for those of you who don't enjoy prison food, we're going to show you how you can make your own boat trailer to transport the form of transportation, you know, and using another. But for that, you're going to need another form of transportation. Get yourself a couple of old bikes. I got these here from the police auction. The cops stole them from Harold. Oh yeah, don't use good bikes. Okay, now this here is your galvanized steel piping. You're going to need that for the framework for your boat trailer, and I got a bunch of joints here. I got T joints, and I got the L joints, and I got X joints, and I got Q joints, and got pretty well the whole alphabet here, but just the consonants, not the vowels. Don't I mean, like an O joint is of no use to you at all, and of course a beer joint, that's a different story. Okay, now what you're going to need is a hacksaw to cut the galvanized piping. Well, you need a hacksaw. I use power tools.
And now my favorite part of the show, the part where we expose those three little words that men find so difficult to say. I don't know. And here to prove that point is my Uncle Red and his best friend in the whole wide world. Today is Mr. Glenn Braxton. Dear expert, for years we have been told that the communists wanted to control the whole world, but it turned out they couldn't even control Bulgaria. Why did the entire communist system collapse, and could the same thing happen to capitalism?
I don't know. I think the reason the communist system collapsed was one word: recreational vehicles. Yeah. You ever seen a Rusky RV? You ever seen Karl Marx driving around in a motorhome?
Oh, no, it wasn't him.
And why not? You see, remember May Day? You see, always on the news. They got those guys up there waving as all the missiles go by and all the tanks go by, but not one RV. You know why? Because they didn't want people to roam around the Soviet Union. No, they didn't want to give them their 4 tons of freedom. That's what it was. Yeah. You got the KGB, you got the USSR, you got RV. Communism fell at the knees of the RV.
Well, thank you, Mr. Braxton, for that interesting insight into global politics.
You show me a society that doesn't have RVs, Harold, and I'll show you a society that's politically and morally and spiritually corrupt.
The Winnebago domino theory. It is winter. The snow on the mountain reminds me of Uncle Larry. Uncle Larry was not educated, but he knew the woods. Coniferous, he would say. What the heck does coniferous mean? Or ecology, he would say. What the heck does ecology mean? I remember that last time we were hiking on the snowy mountain, and Uncle Larry said his last words to me. Avalanche, he said to me. What the heck does Ava? I forgot. You might want to measure the width of the canoe first to make sure that it's wide enough. Ah, we got lucky there. Okay, now what you want to do is check the cut end of the pipe to see if there's any metal spurs or slippers or what have you. Yeah, she's loaded with them. All right, now we take a few of these L joints and T joints and what have you, and we have to connect them to the bike so that we can then connect the rods across to the bikes and make our framework. So we'll take one of these T joints here and just stick that down right on the handlebar. How's that gonna hook on there if it's so solid? Maybe one of these. Well, I think what we'll have to use here is the handyman's secret weapon, duct tape. And there you have it, and you just saved yourself $1,000. And when you're not using it as a boat trailer, you can use it as a bicycle built for two. And it's actually better than the real bicycle builds for two, because on them, the guy in the back is kind of a scary view. Okay, so our trailer's ready for our load, so let's get our load and put it on the trailer. Up about it. Up she goes. Okay, let's put her on here. Straighten her up. A little bit of duct tape. That's the duct tape. She goes. Okay. Now we just take our tongue and, well, not our tongue, the tongue of the trailer, and hook around to the hitch here. Okay, and then another little piece of duct tape. Safety first. And there you have it. So until next time, remember, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. I'm going boating.
It went in the hole. I sank it in the hole. I put it in the hole. Anybody? I put the ball in the hole. Right in the hole.
Bob. No, Bob. Your ball's back there. It's in a groundhog hole. I put that one in there. You know, like a little joke.
Oh, a joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a very good joke.
Thank you. Well, you know.
Especially the part about the ball in the groundhog hole.
No. I'm serious about that part.
No, Red, no. It's either all a joke or it's all serious. That's the way it works.
Oh.
And since the ball in the cup was a joke, well, I'm going to have to take a free drop. Sorry.
Oh. Buster said you wanted to see me about something, Bob.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Red. I hear that Moose has made a slingshot out of surgical tubing.
Yeah.
And he's planning to water ski with it by slingshotting himself across the lake.
Well, I didn't know that, but it certainly fits his personality profile.
Oh. Another joke.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Red, doesn't it seem like a trivial use of a high-tech piece of medical equipment to you? Slingshot water skiing? Come on.
Well, I'm surprisingly unconcerned about it, Bob.
Maybe you should be concerned about it, Red. I mean, it could be environmentally hazardous. People flying headfirst into trees and denting them. You may have to confiscate that hose from Moose. And could you imagine how far that baby could fire a golf ball? Could put me on the Pro Tour.
Wow. Moose Tops and Slingshot water skiing unit was a bit of a bust.
Uncle Red, what happened to you?